Casey the Game Nerd back at you with another pickups video. In this video, it's a random assortment of various pickups spanning from Facebook gamer groups to offer-up trades to trades with people I know, and purchases from gaming stores that aren't in my local area. So I'll show you all this. First, let's start off with this. This is a Time Crisis 4 big box bundle. So it includes the GunCon 3, the sensor bars that you put on your TV so that you could use the GunCon 3 gun with LCD, LED TVs. Otherwise, for previous versions of the gun, you had to have a CRT TV. You had to have one of those tube TVs for it to work. But this is different because you can use this with the newer type of TVs because of those sensor bars. So it's actually a pretty pricey item if you look online. I was able to get it for $18 from Daniel Shiner, so I really appreciate that. That was via Facebook. He even threw in SSX Tricky. I don't know why he threw that in, but I appreciate that. I mean, just the shipping alone probably cost close to what I paid for it. I paid $18. He probably spent like $12 to ship this from, I think, Texas. Next, I want to show you a pickup from a Facebook gaming group called Gamergasm in your face. Pretty interesting name, but this is Aiden Chronicles, the First Mage, and this is a complete in-box copy. It's in pretty good shape. I got this from Valerie from the group. She's one of the admins, so I appreciate it. It was $20 plus shipping. Really good deal for this, especially complete in box. So homie hookup there. Appreciate that. Next is two items. The first is Pokemon Green. This is the Japanese version for the original Game Boy. You could also play this on the Super Game Boy, but it's still not in full color. It's like the black and white. And then I also got Spider-Man for the Atari. So both these I traded a Yoshi story for the N64 and a reproduction game. Met this guy from OfferUp, and we exchanged the games. He had other stuff, so maybe we'll do trades later on. Now I got a stack of PS1 games. Now with all the PS1 games that I got in this video, I have about 150 to 160 left for the entire US set. And the entire set consists of close to 1,300 PS1 games. With this 150 left, I'll kind of slow down a little bit, wait for really good deals, and maybe once I get to the last 25 or so, then might as well just pick the rest up wherever I can. So all these came from Nick Chamber from the stack I'm showing you, and he owns a video game store in North Carolina called Video Game World or Video Gaming World, I'm not sure which one, but I can't physically go to that store, but he's super cool, and he basically let me send him a list, and he went through his store inventory, he picked them out, gave me a great deal. Actually, prices are less than what he has them at the store, including shipping, so I really appreciate that. Really cool of you for doing that. We got Romance of the Three Kingdoms 6, Caesar's Palace 2, Pandemonium 2, this is an awesome game, Hydro Thunder, the arcade classic, Vampire Hunter D, Mr. Driller. This was also released for the Dreamcast. It's a really good puzzle game. We got Dracula, the Resurrection. We got The Smurfs, Contra Adventure, Poi Poi. Oh, this is a great game. I can't wait to play this. We got Capcom versus SNK Pro. Not sure how this compares to the Dreamcast version. We got Harvest Moon Back to Nature, Guardians Crusade. I actually played this when I was a kid. Can't remember much about it though. I might have to give it another try. Intelligent Cube. This is a good puzzle game. Bust a Groove 2. It's Deception 3 Dark Delusion. Actually haven't heard much about this, so I might have to look into this a bit. Same goes for Juggernaut. This is a 3-disc game, but it looks pretty creepy. Might have to check that out. Oh, one more. Rascal Racers. So once again, thank you, Nick, for that stack. Another game I picked up was the greatest hits version of Digimon World 3. Got this from my buddy Josh. This is another Facebook grab. There's lots of Facebook groups, so if you guys aren't in those groups, join them, because people are selling their stuff way cheaper than eBay. I got Beast Wars Transformers. Whoa. Right there. And then we got Beast Wars Trans Metals for the PS1. So this one's a fighting game. Haven't tried it yet, but it looks pretty cool. Alright, a freebie this time. This one from Reggie. You guys know Radical Reggie from the Metal Jesus Rocks videos. He hooked me up with this game. He was going to trade it in, but it was scratched up pretty badly. But it's complete with like all the manuals and registration cards. But because it's in bad shape, he decided to give it to me, and I will just resurface it and add it to my collection because I am missing this. Next, another OfferUp trade. So I had some PS4 games that I wasn't using, a couple sports games. I traded this guy, he drove to me, he gave me some GameCube games. We got X-Men Legends, Madagascar, he gave me this GameCube microphone because we got Mario Party 7. And this is just disc only. And he also included Animal Crossing. So when I have some new gen games, I do like to post them up on OfferUp, especially if I'm not using them. Next, we have some pickups from Chris RetroRat. He had a spreadsheet of all his games that he was trying to get rid of. He has an awesome collection, and he hooked up a lot of his friends with some great deals. He basically took the prices of video game pricing charts and made it lower than that. And on top of that, he gave me a cool bundle for everything. He gave me a discount, so I really appreciate that. We got Time Crisis Project Titan. Didn't have any of these games, so it's nice to add this especially to my collection. I love Time Crisis games. We got Torneco, The Last Hope. Honestly, never heard of this game until I saw it on his list. City of Lost Children. I've never seen this in the wild. So he had some really good games that are really hard to find, including Shadow Tower. If you guys haven't heard of this, you guys might have heard of Kingsfield. They're basically the same creators. Speaking of Kingsfield, Kingsfield 2 was also included in this bundle. Dragon Seeds. I'm really happy to add this back to my collection. I had it when I was a kid. I traded it into Funko Land, of all places. I probably got like a couple dollars for it or something stupid, but now I know not to trade it in. We got Croc 2, Monkey Hero, and Clock Tower. So again, thank you, Chris, for the really good deal on that bundle. I appreciate it. Just gets me down to like the 150 range for the PS1 titles. Next, another OfferUp score. This is the first time I shipped something via OfferUp. So this person contacted me and said, hey, I want your Game Boy Color. And I said, so what kind of trades do you have? So she sent me Super Mario Sunshine. This one's complete. And she sent me a second one that is just the case. So no game, no manual for this one, but this one's complete. So she sent it to me first, but I decided to send it at the same time. So that was just a Game Boy Color extra that I had. Next, I'm going to show you some Game Gear games. I got this from Respawn Gaming. Oz gave me a really good price on this. He owns Respawn Gaming, I think in 1 or 2 locations in Texas, but the price he gave me was less than what he was charging in the store, so I appreciate that. We got FIFA International Soccer. We got Samurai Showdown. Dragon, that's the Bruce Lee story. And Pinball Dreams. So these games are pretty common, but I do need them for the set. After all the Game Gear games I'm showing you in this video, I think I'm down to like somewhere between 50 to 60 left. I got a big bulk from Garrett, DJDeus on YouTube. He was doing some purging of his collection and he decided to contact me. I'm one of the first people he contacted, so I really appreciate that. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you everything because it's a lot of stuff. I traded him a Magical Chase reproduction hue card for TurboGrafx, and I gave him some extra cash to make it kind of even. But he gave me an excellent deal. Like, he took everything from price charting and did 60% of price charting for these Game Gear games, and he gave me a ton. So it was obviously a really good deal on my part, so I appreciate that, Garrett. We got Super Space Invaders, RoboCop vs. Terminator, Ninja Gaiden, Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, Legend of Illusion featuring Mickey Mouse, Devilish, The Incredible Hulk, Tom and Jerry the movie, Power Rangers the movie, Wimbledon Tennis, Paperboy, Super Off-Road. Now all these are in pretty good shape. I think there was only one that had a tear on the label. We got Super Return of the Jedi, Virtual Fighter animation. We got Side Pocket, made by Data East. We got Arcade Classics. Now this is the one with the torn label, but it's cool. I'll eventually find an upgrade. We got Batman Forever, Taz in Escape from Mars, Solitaire Poker, Dracula, WWF Raw, Echo Tides of Time, Aerial Assault, Halley Wars. Actually, this is a shmup I want to try, so I'll be playing that shortly. We got Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse, Deep Duck Trouble with Donald Duck, Space Harrier, T2, Streets of Rage 2, X-Men Mojo World, Lemmings, and Prince of Persia. So tons of stuff there, but that's not it. He included a bunch of N64 manuals and boxes that I needed. So some of these are doubles, but we got Super Mario 64, another Super Mario 64. I'm gonna go through these really fast. Couple Mario Karts, a couple 007s, Excite Bike, Super Off-Road Challenge, Pokemon Snap. Actually, I'll probably just kind of just scan here, and then you guys can see the better ones, or the ones that are more popular, because there are some that are really common, like 1080, Rampage 2, Glover, Chopper Attack, Wipeout 64, New Tetris, Diddy Kong, Racing, Cruisin' World, WCW vs NWO, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Spider-Man, Lego Racers, Earthworm Jim 3D, that's a hard one to find. A couple WCW Mayhems, Knockout Kings, Toy Story 2, another Star Wars, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. So again, a whole stack of manuals. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for the complete in-box N64 set because I do have the loose set, but all these boxes and manuals he gave me do help. Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Mythologies. We got Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Ready to Rumble Boxing. 007, The World Is Not Enough. War Gods. This is a really rare one, Stunt Racer. I know the box is tattered, it's ripped, but this is so hard to find. It's so expensive, so I'm kind of happy that I got a cheaper version because I do not want to spend the money on the really nice minty copy unless I could find one for cheap. We got Pokemon Puzzle League, Virtual Chess 64, Paperboy, Wave Race 64, and NHL Breakaway 98. So if you have friends that are kind of purging their collections, hit them up because they might have some really good deals for you, especially if you've done deals with them in the past and they've gone well. They'll be more likely to hook you up, especially if you hook them up in the past. That's just how it goes. But we're not done. He threw in some extras. We got Street Fighter the Movie long box. This is just the case. Smash Brothers Melee, that's just the case. He threw in NASCAR 08 limited edition. I think that's CIB. Some PS1 games that I was missing. 101 Dalmatians 2. And he's a huge collector, so he has lots of extras. Caesar's Palace. Fisherman's Bait 2. Big Ol' Bass. And Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This one's sealed actually. And Backstreet's Billiards. He also threw in some other freebies like some boxes and some back art pieces and some random PS1 games. So thanks a lot, Garrett. That was a huge help, especially for the Game Gear lot. Dang, that cut it down to like a third of what I needed. Next we have Konami Arcade Classics, and this is a good compilation of arcade games made by Konami, and somebody locally found this for $10. But I decided to offer him a bit higher than 10 bucks so that he gets a profit, and I offered somewhere below retail so that I save some money. So it's a win-win situation there. Next we have Starblade Alpha. This is a shoot 'em up game, long box, and also In the Hunt, which is also a shoot 'em up game. This is an awesome game. I really like this game. The art style is kind of like Metal Slug. Both of these have rubber bands on them because the old long box PS1 games that are manufactured like this, not the jewel case ones, the sides and the top kind of start peeling because of the glue. It gets old and you just got to re-glue it together. Just use a glue stick, that's fine. But I needed to hold it together with a rubber band. Now I'm going to show you a few games that I picked up online. I decided to sell some of my extras in order to pay for these. First is Micro Machines for Game Gear, and it is a longer cart compared to the Game Gear games like this, which is the normal size. So this is Battletoads. Picked this one up too. And then we got Megaman. This one's kind of hard to find. Now I'm going to show you some games that I got from Smash Games in Tacoma, Washington. They had a huge selection of Game Gear games. I had some credit, so I decided to pick some up. We got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Vampire, Master of Darkness. We got Chase HQ and Captain America. Got that there. Revenge of Drancon and Simpsons Bartman meets Radioactive Man. Okay, we got Arena, Maze of Death, and Miss Pac-Man. We got Double Dragon and Last Action Hero. Urban Strike and Shining Force. Some very hard to find games here. I mean, their prices were pretty decent. Like, for example, Shining Force was 25 bucks. Then I got a discount, so it brought it down to about $20. So I just used my store credit. So $20 store credit, that's not bad for Shining Force. Okay, next I'm going to show you a huge trade I did with Andrew from Trigger Warning Gaming. Check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Basically, he wanted some Sega Saturn games from me, and I wanted some N64 and Game Gear stuff. He gave me that, but not only that, but he gave me a ton of extra, and I'll just show you everything here. Let's start off with the Game Gear stuff. These are games I needed for the set, so some of them are common, but some of them are hard to find, like Chicago Syndicate and Leaderboard Golf, Spider-Man and X-Men and Super Battle Tanks, a couple sports titles, FIFA and NBA Action, and we got Outrun, Europia, and The Lost World Jurassic Park. He also gave me Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. He threw in a bunch of stuff like this DS case, a bunch of these screen protectors for the Vita. This was part of the deal. We got Super Mario Sunshine. It's the case is messed up, or the artwork, but the disc is in there. I actually have that that case earlier that I showed you guys from another trade, so I'll just use that. He also gave me a stack of original Xbox sports games. I told him that I might be going for the full Xbox set. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do that, because there are a bunch of like sports titles and crappy games that I don't really want, but I'll still think about it. He basically priced those at $0.25 each when we did the trade. I really appreciate this. He gave me a bunch of Wii manuals that I needed. I won't go through all of them, but like this is a lot of them. And now I'm missing like 14 Wii manuals, because I have the whole set behind me, but not all of them have the manuals. So now I'm missing about 14 or so. So that should be pretty easy to get the rest. There are a couple hard ones to find, but hopefully I can get that within the next year or 2 years. Not in a big hurry. He also gave me a bunch of N64 manuals. So these are cool right here. Threw in this Let's Sing 2016 case and manual. This is a really hard game to find. This is one of the last Wii titles, and it was recalled, so it's kind of hard to find. But I do have an extra disc. Then we got Shaun White Snowboarding. This is just the outer sleeve. I didn't have this, so thanks. I appreciate that, Andrew. Some complete inbox games, Knockout Kings 2000, NHL 99, NBA Courtside 2, featuring Kobe Bryant and Madden 2001. Hooked me up with this, V-Tennis, Virtual Tennis. That is, he actually didn't need to send me the long box. He actually should have kept it for his Sega Saturn games, because a couple of the ones I sent him had cracks in it. But I appreciate you sending me that. That's cool. We also got Donald Duck Going Quackers. That's for the PS1. Sent me a bunch of N64 stuff. We got Zelda Majora's Mask, 2 copies of Super Mario 64. He said one didn't work. I couldn't get to work the first attempt, but I'll keep trying. Maybe I have to try some Brasso. He also included the box and manual for Super Mario 64. And the last couple things I'm going to show you are pretty cool. He gave me these e-card games for the e-reader for Game Boy Advance. So if you guys haven't seen this, this is what it looks like. And he gave me some loose ones too. So like Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, he gave me a whole bunch of extras, so I appreciate that. So that's everything that I got for this video. I'll do a garage sale video soon. I gotta just film it. But thanks for watching. I know it's a long video, but I had to cram everything in at once. So thanks.